How's it going, fellas, and welcome to the channel where I kick back, relax and talk video games. So what's the most overpowered thing in NBA 2K18? If you haven't seen it in the title, it's the pass-by animations. It really is. It's so bad how easy it is to get past a player in NBA 2K18. I'm a pure sharpshooter, but because gave myself a bit of height and a bit of strength, I can pass by nearly anyone, and I'm a pure sharpshooter. It is ridiculous how easy it is just to get these blow-by animations so easily. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to be teaching you how to contain it. Not to completely stop it, but just to contain it so it doesn't stop you from winning games in NBA 2K18. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to be teaching you some basic tips on how to stop the pass-by animation in NBA 2K18. Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is this video isn't to completely stop pass-by animations, but it's just to somehow defend it and somehow to contain it so you don't lose games in NBA 2K18. And the first thing I do want to say, guys, it's going to be hard to explain this, and if you do need me to make a video of a live way or some way of showing you how to do it, leave it in the comments below, but I'm going to try and explain this as clear as possible and as easy to understand as possible. This is getting technical when it comes to NBA 2K18, but bear with me, guys. These tips do work if you execute them and practice them correctly. So the first thing you want to do when a guy gets a pass-by animation is always walk into him, or even use the speed burst. You have to use the speed burst and walk the same way as he's going. So if he's going towards the basket, you need to be going towards the basket, which is normally up, and then into the player. So you're sort of barging with him. If you've ever seen it in a game of soccer, and it might be in a few other sports as well, but if you ever see two guys going shoulder to shoulder, you'll do that. And as long as you're holding turbo, you'll sort of slide with him. It's hard to explain, but unless you have the feel of it in your controller, but you'll actually slide with him. And yes, he will still have a bit of an advantage, but he won't completely pass by you, so you're at least still there to have somewhat of a shot contest. And that's a big thing, because even if a bloke goes for a layup or a dunk, they have upgraded the blocking system in NBA 2K's My Park to actually allow you to stop these slashes. So use that to your advantage. So if you do this shoulder to shoulder technique, it's hard to explain. If you need me to do a live thing, I don't mind doing it, but hold up to the basket and into the player and hold turbo, and you'll glide with him. You won't have complete positioning on the player, but you'll be in somewhat of a position to make the shot contest. So these slide by animations won't work every time. So when a guy does beat you, you need to head straight back to the key and straight back to the rim. Don't worry about anything else, because he's more than likely going to strike straight for the basket. Look, if the guy slides by you, there's not much you can do. You can just, as I said, just cut back to the key or cut back to the basket as quick as possible, and hopefully they might get a surprise animation with their dunk where it goes behind their head or something like that, and you can get the block. But always be in that position to get the block. If you're not in that position to get the block, what's the point? You know what I mean? So cut back to the basket as fast as possible, or cut back to the key, depending on if there's guys in the paint or not. So everybody's heard of the push-by animation, but I'm going to show you your best chance of getting the push-back animation. You know that animation where you go chest to chest and push them back? That's what you need to do to completely stop it, but you never get those animations. I'm not going to say you're going to get them every time, but as I said, I'm going to give you a better chance of containing this pass-by animation. So the first thing you want to do is hold L2. If you're not holding L2, there's not a lot of chance that you're going to get this pushback animation. So you need to hold L2 and hit chest to chest, because you go in this little crab walk formation and you'll see your chest will be in between your hands. So that's your target where you want him to hit. You want him to hit in the middle of your body, because if he hits to any part of the side, he's going to get the pass by animation as long as he's holding turbo. If he's holding turbo and hits the side of you, it's GG. He's getting a pass by animation, and you've got to try and defend it. But if you can keep walking into him, you've always got to be pressing into him too. Walk into him with your chest first, if that makes sense. Always make him try and hit your chest. Hit your middle of your body, pretty much from your head all the way down to your nutsack. All the way down to there. is pretty much a green light. You need to hit like in that chest area to get any form of pushback animation. If you don't get it in that area, he's gonna slide past you every single time. The last thing I want to talk about is just a little thing, and strength matters. If you're a character that gets a lot of strength, put it up as fast as possible, because you'll be getting blow-by animations in no time, and you'll be stopping blow-by animations with those pushback animations a hell of a lot more, because strength matters. But a lot of players have already made their characters and strength isn't a thing, so hopefully these tips can help you out, guys, because trust me, I'm a pure sharpshooter. I'm not the greatest defender in the world, but I can defend enough in my park and my team to be competitive against most players. There is players out there that just whoop my ass just like everybody else. But at the end of the day, if you do these things and practice them, guys, it will help your game, and you'll be winning more games in my team, more games in Play Now, and more games on Playground. So try them out, guys. Practice them, because practice makes perfect. But anyway, guys, I've talked and raved long enough. If you do like these videos, don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It really does help out. And leave in the comments below anything that you're struggling with when it comes to NBA 2K18. Jump shots, tutorials, anything that you're struggling with, leave it in the comments below. But anyway, guys, I've talked and raved long enough. If you like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.